Hey guys, what's up? It's Megan with Sola Luna Yoga, and today I'm on Secret Beach, and it's a secret, so I can't tell you where it is, but it's very close to Playa Hermosa, and I'm taking the girls and a couple of the guests out for a little tour around the peninsula. Today I wanted to talk a little bit more about some of my most recent study, which has been with Sri Diva methodology back in Denver for the past few months, and also my Anusara background. And so I've been really bringing in this new alignment methodology, and I want to talk a little bit about what's different and what I'm using from previous and so on and so forth. And so in my previous video I was talking a little bit about of course the spirals, the muscle energy, the organic extension, but also the connection to the musculature of the back body, which Sri Diva has a huge emphasis upon. And so today I want to talk a little bit about the tailbone, because that's been a big kind of place of confusion for I think a lot of people as far as the different alignment with the teachings of Sri Diva. We're not really incorporating so much of a huge tailbone descension. It's all about an actual toning of the glutes towards the sacrum, so we create more of bowspring patterning here. So in the previous teachings, so much emphasis on a descending energy to the tailbone, and what that does is already kind of reinforce some of our negative habits. So what I like to do is bring in a little bit of both, because again, I still find balanced action in the way that I can be as far as what I'm teaching and what I'm exploring in my own body. So the way that I've really been working the alignment is I still apply a descending energy to my tail. It's more of like a root to rise principle, but however, the flesh of the glutes still lifting and rising. So I feel in that way I get balanced action achieved there. So again, the intention is to work on getting the muscle chains of the back body to become more connected, the hamstrings, the glutes, all the muscles of the back as well. And so in this way, we start to create what we call more of a kind of a bowspring, where we get more propulsion out of the practice. So for an example, in a pose like what we were talking about, Utkatasana previously, we sit down, we have the thighs back, there's a drawing and mounding of the glutes towards the sacrum, working from the insertion point of the muscle, drawing up towards the origin, towards the sacrum. Okay, here at the sacrum, we create this bowing pattern to the back, and essentially this V vectoring from the sacrum extending out through the fingertips. Now we can apply this also in, let's say, our all four position. Another thing that we can talk about in the practice is that we do a lot of poses with bent knees, and the reason is that when the head of the femur is in its most optimal relationship is when we're in an all fours position. All fours, the head of the femur is most deeply connected and embedded into the acetabulum of the pelvis. When we stand upright, the head of the femurs become more exposed. So another thing that we'll incorporate in Sri Diva quite a bit is bent knee variations. So the intention is by bending the knees, we create more of an anterior tilt to the pelvis, accessing the lumbar curvature. Okay? So in a pose like, again, all fours is when the head of the femur is most optimal. And then that's also why we would do a pose called crouching calf, which is intended to create more of a therapeutic alignment for the body. So the feet are placed slightly wider. We bend the knees, the thigh bones move back. We can also come up onto the ridge tops, and we create more of a lengthening from the sacrum all the way up to the heads of the arm bones, the crown of the head. And so the heads of the arm bones are gliding forward as the thigh bones extend back. Okay, so again, this creates more anterior tilt, more lumbar curvature. All right? And so, same intention when we're doing a standing balancing pose as well. When the head of the femur is most vulnerable is when we're standing upright. It's most exposed. So if I do a pose like one leg lifted with a straight leg, for a lot of people, the tendency is to shove the head of the thigh bone forward. By simply bending the knee, I can access the anterior tilt of the pelvis, creating again more of the lumbar curvature and connecting more deeply with the musculature of the back body, which is the intention. All right, so again, just little tidbits. So still working with my Anusara principles of alignment, but evolving into some new information that I'm applying and really bringing in just the best of all of my teachings and every offering that I've received. I am applying in my own practice and then sharing it, of course, with my students, what I find effective and useful. So thank you so much, and I'll be putting out some more videos, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, Sola Luna Yoga. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Ciao.